Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the Rebirth server. We are with Quintessence last, our level 21 brute. It was 159,000 XP earned with 31,000 to go to get to level 22 and single origin enhancers. And we're on a story arc for Agent G, but before we do that, Kiva reminded me, and the comment is way back in like episode 5 or something because I'm filming more episodes per day than I'm posting, so I'm way behind on posting, but reminded me about capes, and I wanted to get a cape for this character, which I forgot all about. I've gotten really used to her not having a cape. City representative gives out the cape mission. I could have sworn it was in Icon, but I guess not. My memory is faulty. Because she says, "Welcome, Quintessence Lass. I have been asked recently to devise a task in honor of the late great hero one who gave his life to seal our world from that of the Rigby invaders. Those heroes who complete this task will be given the right to wear capes as a living tribute to Hero One's memory. If you are as valiant as your contacts tell me, this task should be easy for you. Would you like to earn a cape? Yes, we want to earn a cape. I merely wish you to learn the history of Hero One. And so, our first thing to do is talk to Paco Sanchez. It looks like he's here. Yep. In Magi. And he says, "So you're here to learn about Hero One? Well, I remember him. When the first Rikti attacks came, Hero One took me into the most devastated neighborhood so that I could aid the wounded. I've never been more scared in my life, but Hero One, he never flinched. He made it possible for me to save a lot of lives back then. You should go talk to Suzanne Bernhard now. She's eager to talk to you." Suzanne is in Skyway City. So this is going to be a bunch of traveling and hopping around, which is okay. And then we'll go back to our regularly scheduled Agent G story arc. So let's head over to the train station. I think this was originally given at level 20, which is why I didn't look for it before then, and of course then I forgot about it. I don't know if it's available before that level. And I'm not sure what the villain version of this is. If anybody knows, leave a comment. We'll go to south, and if we're too far south, we'll head north. Yeah, this server, every once in a while when I go to zone, it really takes a long time. Don't know why. It might not be the server, it might just be my connection. But I haven't had any problems with anything else. I mean, knock on wood, because of course as soon as you say that, you have problems. So hopefully we won't. I don't have a keybind set up to bring up the net graph. I'll do that in between sessions. And she says, "When I first met Hero 1, I was working as a beat cop, trying to keep a few city blocks clean and safe. No one helped me more than he. Hero 1 helped me crack down on the gangsters. There was no lead he couldn't follow, and he always made sure that the people he busted got fair treatment from the police and the best counsel the city could supply. I respected that. You should talk to Justin Green now. He used to be one of Hero One's teammates." So he's in Independence Port. I'm going to pause it here, and I'll bring you back because Independence Port is a big zone. And when we're there, I will bring you back so we can read more of the Hero One story. All right, we are back, and Justin Green says, "To tell you the truth, I've been carrying around a lot of guilt about not being able to accompany Omega Team on their last journey. See, Hero One wasn't just my teammate, he was also my best friend. He saved my life more than once, and when I lost my powers, he helped me find a new purpose in helping our community. He told me I could still be a hero, and in the end, I guess I kind of believed him. If you really want to keep, I think you should go down to the Omega Team Memorial. It's nothing fancy. They wouldn't have liked that. But before Hero 1 and Omega Team left this world, they put together a time capsule. They knew they wouldn't be coming back. It's just a few things, letters to their children, old high school photos, things like that, to help people remember who they were. The city opened it to the public on the 7th anniversary of the hero's sacrifice. It was a hard thing for people to admit that Omega Team was never coming back." So we need to go back to the representative, and I think she's going to give us the key to Omega Team's memorial. But I will pause it because we have a long way to go back, and I will bring you back when we are with the city representative. Folks, we are back with the city rep, and she says, I can't think of a more fitting end to this journey than to visit the memorial. You shouldn't have any problem finding it. Remember, these people sacrificed their lives. The memorial is a sacred place. Yep, and it's going to have villains in it, I think. Pretty sure there's a big fight. We have a pretty good tray of inspiration, so we're ready to go. I believe this is a different location than where originally I think it was in Talos, but I could be wrong. Again, it looks like it's getting stuck. And we got some Lost here, desecrating this memorial. And so we're now at the point where we're above the normal level for Lost, so you start getting these mutate buckshots, which are what the devs put in place to generate Lost above the normal level 20 max for them. Because the regular Lost, I guess, wouldn't be tough enough. And there are some Ricti. Too little, too late. I don't think so. He disappeared. Alright, well, you're not going to be able to mez me. Anathema. So visit the memorial. So when Hero 1 and the rest of the Omega team accepted their mission to the Ricti home dimension, they knew they likely wouldn't be coming back. They put together this time capsule to hold items of personal importance to them. The items are simple things, letters to children, old high school photos, and things to help people remember who they were. But I don't, see anything on the walls. Did it all get stolen? Or is everything inside here, maybe? Clue found. Worst case scenario briefing. This document. Oh, wait, no. This is psychochronometron. No. Missing letter. Looking over the letters and photos from the time capsule. There's an obvious one missing. It is in the center. It says, to my lady queen and country. But above the plaque, there is no letter. The Ricti stole Hero 1's letter. Quintessence last, can you hear me? Omega team needs your help. I placed a protective ward on this time capsule and all of the contents before I left through the Ricti portal. What you're seeing is an aspect of myself as a guardian to the portal. Yes, I can hear you. Ricti have stolen a single letter from the time capsule. I must ask you to retrieve this letter. I will show you the path, but you must be the one to reclaim it. I'll get your letter back, Hero 1. He's got a cool design. I like him. I like that helmet. It's neat. So you completed the mission, and we head out. I like this. I really like the name Hero 1. I think that's a cool name. As I said, the guys who made up City of Heroes, they were stuck in a circumstance where there were thousands of already copyrighted and trademarked Marvel and DC names. Marvel had sent them a list of 4,000 names, don't use, ban, don't allow players to have them. And yet the City of Heroes devs came up with some really cool superhero names and supervillain names. And Hero 1 is one of them. I really like that. Hero 1's letter was stolen by the Ricti. How? I don't understand. What would they want with his letter? Please explain this to me. Wait. You saw Hero 1 at the memorial? That can't be. Oh, it was a magical ward he placed down before he left. This city never ceases to amaze me. Well, the memorial needs your help. And from the sounds of it, the fate of the Ricti war could hang in the balance. I know it sounds like another day in Paragon City, but I imagine what could happen if the Ricti managed to succeed in their goal, whatever it would be. Good luck. So we're going to go retrieve Hero 1's letter. And this part, yes, is on Talos Island. So let's go ahead and auto-teleport to it. Wait a minute. Let me just set the mission. There we go. Again, this thing does not want me to click on it. I don't know why. That's really buggy. Like right at the edge of the screen there. That's strange. It's a good thing I don't use that for like really important buttons to click. I only put toggles in there. And again, the long load screen time. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure why it takes that long. All right, so we're at the memorial, and let's see what happens. Or at the Richty, actually, and let's see what happens. So somewhere in here is Hero 1's letter. This is a new map because when Capes first came out, they did not have this map. They didn't have these tunnels. And they didn't have this thing either. So it was probably just like a cave or a warehouse or something. Lost. Just checking to make sure that's not a boss. And that takes care of those two guys. Yeah, it's really funny. I've gotten very used to her not having a cape, even though the original design of this character called for a cape. And then, so what happened in the actual character creation is it let me put the cape on and do whatever I wanted, but then the next button to continue with character creation was not there. At first I thought I was bugged until I took the cape off, and then the next button appeared, and I realized, oh, I guess this quote-unquote locked for pay thing is still somehow locked, even though I don't think it really should be, since there is no way to pay them here. They don't take money. What's this thing? That's cool looking. This thing over here. Now, theoretically, these guys shouldn't have a high chance to hit me because I do have smashing defense, but they're hitting me an awful lot anyway. Oh no, I didn't mean to hit that. I didn't mean to hit that. That was a mistake. I'm gonna need to pull this out of here. We're gonna move this over here and get rid of Brawl. We don't need that. Yeah, I need it. No. I need to space that out. There we go. Having them right next to each other, I meant to hit Siphon Life, and I hit that instead. Dark Consumption, which is a huge waste. And there is the letter, perhaps? I don't know. Or is it a bomb? I don't know what it is. Yeah, the letter's in there, it looks like. Oh, so we're not going to beat it up, we're going to protect it. And now defeat the Richty Thieves, which I guess is defeat all. They're not Richty, though, they're lost. Man, this character just kicks so much butt. And she doesn't even have her SOs yet. She's just going to be unbelievable when she has them. It's going to be super cool. Okay, so nobody else in here. Looks like. So we'll head up. So, you know, I mentioned the business on the D&D Beyond forums about the thread going on regarding racial stat bonuses in D&D. And I said last time, which was like less than 24 hours ago, that the thread had kind of blown up a little bit. Yeah, it's a dumpster fire now. It was 6 pages long last night. It's like 20 pages long today. And a lot of people have been banned. Several people that I'm quite friendly with have private messaged me to say, well, I'm banned. And I haven't been banned because I stopped posting to it. And I'm not rude when I argue about things. And I tend to be rather sober about it. So I don't say anything that is sufficient to get you banned, I guess. Although with the one moderator, all you've got to do is post something he disagrees with to get yourself banned. And that's how the one guy that I know got banned, it looks like. But yeah, a bunch of people have been banned, and a couple of them have been ordered to put like something, a signature line in their signature, basically saying, if what I say sounds like, I guess something like, if what I say sounds rude, please don't be offended, or something like that. It's just crazy. Capes available. You have the letter, excellent. I'll make sure that it's returned to the memorial. I'm very proud of you. You represent what everything he died fighting for. Maybe I don't say it enough, but the city's lucky to have you. So now we have the right to get a cape. Well, look at all these contacts we have. Excellent. Way more than we could ever use, probably, at this level. Alright, guys, I'm going to pay a little visit to Icon, and I will bring you back when we have a cape. Alright, folks, we are back with Agent G, and just so you can take a little look. So here is our cape. I like this. I usually don't use the ones with like the slit up the middle, but I actually really like this for her. So it's sort of like these two tails. I made it purple on the inside because I felt like when it was black on the inside, it made her fade into the back of the cape, and you couldn't really see it. But then I think from the back, it actually looks really good, and it doesn't do that same fade in, so I feel like that looks pretty cool. She looks very classical superhero-y. I like it. Alright, so he says, Part 3 of the Sands of Time. We have located all 3 sites where the Arachnos believes the Psychochronometron may have come to rest. All 3 sites are close to the Fort Arachnos base. I need you to investigate those locations. So we're going to have to do 3 missions, it looks like. I don't think we'll get them all done in this episode because we stopped to get a cape. But hey, capes are important. We've got to have a cape. And now we have one. I do remember struggling to find this place, but it's down under here somewhere. Oh, here it is. We got to go through this way. And one of the things, this actually took me a while because my regular power selection options for color were retained by the system. You can see the dark, and the energy aura is dark. And the dark melee I hadn't changed. But for some reason, combat jumping and super jump didn't retain their color choices because this is the second costume slot. If you look under the costumes, this is our second costume slot that we're using, and that's so that if I want to go back to not having a cape, I can, without having to go back to the tailor, right? So I have a cape and a non-cape version of my costume, which is sort of what I normally do. I did the same thing for Liberty Lass and most other characters that have capes. Because sometimes I want to go with a non-cape option or what have you. And so I switched to the second one, and it retained all of the other costume and powers coloring choices except combat jumping and super jump for some reason, I guess because they're pool powers. And so I had to like go back and change it. And then I got it wrong. I made the light color the primary and the dark color the secondary because I thought that's what I had done. I thought it would be too dark the other way. It turns out it was way too light, and you couldn't see it. So then I had to go back and change the primary color to black and the secondary color to purple. So where is this thing? Oh, more guys to fight. I'm actually not really a fan of this, just wandering through the tunnels to find the base. I really rather just get me to the mission, you know? But for some reason, there is a design philosophy that existed for some of these story arcs that it would be super fun to just wander through the territory. They don't do it most of the time, because I think they frankly knew that it wasn't. But every once in a while, they come up with a mission like this. And then they like putting you in this area where there's no map, so you can't follow it. And it's just a labyrinth of mazes and, you know... And this actually, it's really horrible for me. I just can't localize where I am. And it's very hard for me to figure out without a map. You know, in a regular indoor mission, you get maps no problem. But in a thing like this, it's very difficult and not in a fun way. So, how many uses do we have left of this? We have 3 uses. I mean, if this keeps up, I may just teleport. I'll just auto-teleport to the place. I'm not sure if I missed where we're supposed to go or what. No, here we are. So this is basically Fault Line's version of Paris Park, right? Paris Park is exactly the same way. They closed. It used to have an open canopy. They closed in the canopy because they wanted a maze. And a lot of players complained about it and said, guys, you don't have to have a maze, especially not an outdoor maze that everybody has to walk through all the time to get to their missions. And instead of saying, okay, we'll listen to the players, they did it again here. And there's just a certain element of game design philosophy that thinks that mazes are not just fun, potentially, because maybe they are, but that they're a required part of RPGs. And that you don't have a real legit RPG or MMO if you don't have at least one maze in your game. Which is just nonsense. I haven't yet created a maze in my D&D game. I mean, I've created dungeons you have to navigate through, but not mazes. Right, a maze is different from just a set of corridors. So we need to clear out the first ruin and search the rubble. So I'm not clear wherever what we're looking for will be. It has been a long time since I've done this mission, and I've only done it once, I think, ever. Certainly only once since the game came back onto private servers, and that was with Liberty Lass. I don't know for sure whether I was able to upload all of those. Oh, is that a boss? Yep. Alright, we're going to need some 2-hit buffs here. Yeah, she's going to be a pain. But we are a brute. We are more of a pain than she is. And this is where I think I really miss build-up. Because the only way to get the 2-hit up is with inspirations. There's no inset way, no way within the power set to do it. So there's some rubble over here, it looks like. I hear a glowy. Here we go. So we just got an inspiration. Whoops, I hit the wrong thing. What good did that do? Don't know. And that takes care of the mission, so let's head out. So now we have to do number 2. And that is further through these tunnels. Like, I really wouldn't mind it that much if there were maps. Right? Like, at least in Paris Park, there's kind of a map you can follow. But here you really can't. And it's narrow enough that you're going to aggro everybody you run past. So again, I'll look a little while, but if after another minute or two, if I can't find it, I'm just going to teleport there. I'm guessing this way, but it's just a guess. I've got some yellow cons. That's the other problem with these sections is they're not inside of a mission, so they're not scaled, which means you could end up fighting purples in here. Which may not necessarily be something you want to do. I guess this is all designed to encourage you to team up, because the developers think if they force you to team up, you'll like it better than if you just team up yourself, I guess. Whoa! Are we being ambushed? What's going on? I guess so. What's going on here? Why are all these guys coming after me? I guess it's an ambush. Definitely didn't expect that. I'm not sure why the ambush is part yellow and part blue. That's weird. Okay, I've had enough. We're going to teleport there. I'm doing this to do the missions. I'm not doing this to fight all these mindless guys all the way through this tunnel. So we're just going to teleport. I don't know if it's straight over there, if there's more winding around, so we'll just go there. Had enough. In we go. We'll rest inside the mission. That's the other reason I said I'm screwed. I'm teleporting, because I don't know how fast they respawn out there, but I know there was a very high chance we were going to try to take a knee and then get attacked. So at least inside the mission, it's unlikely. The guys from outside can't come in, and these guys are not going to come over here and attack us usually. Alright, so we need to search the rubble again. So now I'm going to have to figure out how I get the permanent mission teleporter, because this one has uses, but the other one I had, and it's a 5-minute recharge, the other one I had is like a 2-hour recharge, but unlimited uses. So I don't know, I mean, it was on this server, so I don't know how I got it. I don't remember. Alright, so we have another boss. Let's go ahead and buff up. This one shouldn't be as hard to hit, because he doesn't have disappearing the way the other one did, invisibility or whatever. Now we've debuffed him 2, 3, 4 times, so he should have a very hard time hitting me. Going well. There we go. And now we fight this guy. These are pretty small missions, so I guess we can do the third one. Just gotta beat up a guy over here, I guess. Who are we beating up? These guys. Okay. And that takes care of the mission, and out we go. Alright, so it's right up there, so we should not need to teleport to it. Maybe we will. Let's see. Oh, there's a boss. Whoops. There we go. I love getting that double hit in. Oh, two bosses. I did not realize I was fighting two bosses here. Yeah, this is your typical, it's outside, so you can't really know what's there. It's not automatically scaled to you. But no problem. Alright, where is this thing? Alright, screw it. Oh, we still have a minute to teleport to it. How the heck do we get out of here? Okay. So it's not actually anywhere near us. We've got to go all the way out. Oh, what a pain. Yeah, this design, don't like it. The rest of the story arc's been fine. Don't like this. I don't like walking through basically underground Paris Park, fighting a bunch of mobs that are not scaled to my level, so they're either too weak or too strong. That's not what I wanted. I have the mission set at a certain difficulty rate for a certain difficulty for a reason. It's not too hard, right? It's just not what I asked for. So we'll see if we can get there. If not, in 17 seconds, 13 seconds, we'll just teleport. Yeah, I'm getting even further away. I have no idea how to get there, so I'll just teleport there. I hate these things. If at least if there was a map, I could kind of figure out where I'm going. But this kind of thing, and now there's this whole bunch of troops. Let's see if I can just run there. Yeah, maybe we can. Just ignore these guys. Alright, in we go. And then I'm going to go out through Ouroboros, so that I don't have to climb through this again. Alright, so we got to find the third clue. Fortunately, these are small missions, otherwise I would have definitely had to do this in another episode. And I want to stop because I'm hungry and it's dinner time. But let's get this over with. The main reason I did not stop, because I don't want to, I can't log out down here. I'll end up logging out where something spawns and get killed. And so I didn't want to have to leave and come back and find it again. I don't ever want to be back in these tunnels again with this character, so let's get this over with now. There's another boss. One of the disappearing beauties. Great, I'm blinded. Nice. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to hit anything until I'm not blinded anymore. Also, not a huge fan of these effects that just last a long time and make you completely unable to do anything. Alright, so we got that one. These are defeat all, so we may as well just go beat these guys up. Can't avoid it anyway, right? We have to. Look at this, I'm still blinded. And like... Do you know the number of enhancements a player would have to use to get their blind to last that long? It's just insane. Oh, there was a guy hiding over there. I didn't even notice him. Another miss. And there we go. So there should be... There's a couple more guys there in red, so this is it. This should end this mission. Oh, there isn't another guy. Alright, so out we go. Oh boy. The PCM is right under here. Well, we can teleport to it. I'm heading out to Ouroboros. We'll come back and get the PCM later because I need to stop. Alright, folks. We have to go get the Psycho Chronometron, but we'll do that next episode. We got our cape. Until next time, I am Scrapperlock, and this has been City of Heroes.